Okay, so we got Maya open now, and now we're ready. What we want to do is get some image planes in here to use as reference for when we model. So I'm gonna go ahead and go into the 4-view layout, which is just tap your spacebar. And with that done, you can see we have the side, front, top view, and we have our image planes, or we have our images ready for the image planes. So we'll just start out in the top view for no reason whatsoever. So go to View, select Camera in the viewport, and just hit Control A to go into your attribute editor. And we'll see we got that open. We're under the top shape tab right here. And we're going to go down here to where it says Environment. We'll just roll that menu down. Image plane, we need to hit Create. So now we have this image plane here in the top viewport. And here where it says Image Name, we're just going to browse to our image plane, which is under my documents for me. And since this is the top viewport, we need to load our top image. So we'll open that up. And we have that. And Maya actually starts running a little slow when you have image planes loaded. So some ways to optimize that are to come here under the image plane attributes, display, and we're going to change it just to RGB. So since there is no alpha channel, it doesn't really make a difference. And we're going to change, well, we'll leave that there for now, actually, so never mind that part. Now we're going to go to the front viewport here, select Camera again. Again, Environment, Create for a new image plane. Browse to our image, which is front. You can already see how it's way too big. We'll get to that later though. Side viewport, select Camera, Environment, Create Image Plane. Browse to our side view, our side image. And we can see we get funky stuff going on all over the place here. So we're going to fix that here. Select our top camera. And we want our top to line up with how the front and the side is oriented. And to do that, select the top camera and you just rotate it. So this would be rotate Y 90. And so now that's right. You don't actually go in and rotate the image plane. You just do it by rotating the camera, which the image plane is fixed to. And with that done, now we'll go in here to our, select the camera, go back into the attribute editor. So Control A. And go under our image plane tab here. And we're just going to adjust the center and the Y value here. And we're going to move it down. So try -5. Sort of want it to line up with where the side is at now. So we'll rough it in here. -4, -3.8. It looks pretty close. So now if we select the side, so side view, select camera. We need to push this back in the Z direction, I believe. Find out. Oh, nope, I was wrong. X direction. So -7 maybe. Again, we want it to sort of hit where the top image plane ends. So 6.4 works. So, and now we have this awkward, funky, big front view here, and really it's just wrong. It shouldn't be that way, but Maya does this. And maybe there's an option I'm missing, I don't know. Maybe you can just come in here and hit a button and it will automatically adjust, but if so, I don't know it. So we're going to do it manually, which isn't as fun. So we'll just come down here and placement extras again, which is where we change the center value. And for width, we'll just change this to like 20, 15, 12, 13, 12.8. Just rough it in so we get pretty close. Looks like it needs a tad bit more. Actually, 13 looks pretty close. So it might be off a tad bit, but nothing too much. And here it looks like it's a little too much. Here it looks a little too little. So we're a little off, but it's certainly workable. So now we're just move this to the back. So with that, we'll just move the center back in the Z. So -10. You can see in our top viewport, still not all the way to the back. -15. That's pretty close. That's good enough. So now when we look in our perspective view, everything should line up pretty close. And the only thing we're going to do now real quick is test it. So get rid of our attribute editor, just Control A. And we're going to just create a polygon cube, which I have right here. Or you can just go create polygon primitives cube. So now with that done, we'll scale this up and out to roughly match these. So, and that's not what I want. I want just the cube. So we want this to go from the nose of the car to the very end of the car, very tail. So we want it to fit in the height as well. And now we'll see that our top view is a little bit off from our side view. Of course, it looks like actually this is still too big, so maybe not. Scale this down, move it over. Again, you know, WER for your different translate tools. Now we're coming to the top view. Scale this out. That's pretty close. You see it's a little off from here compared to up here, but no biggie. Look at that in the front viewport and see it's pretty much lined up. So they're all pretty close. They're a little bit off, not perfect, but they are usable. And now with that done, we're just going to go back in and check our image plane settings, making sure they're not slowing us down too much. Alpha gain, I should point out, it's good to lower this, because then you can see the lines of your geometry much better, but it slows down your workflow quite a bit. And there are workarounds for it, like deleting the camera, creating a new camera, and then sometimes that fixes the problem. So we're just trying to take advantage of every little niche that we can, so we'll make it just looking through this camera. so that our perspective doesn't have to load that image plane. And do the same thing with these cameras here. So view, select for the front camera, change this to RGB, and looking through camera, not in all views. Same thing for the side. And so now we have our image planes in each of our viewports, but we don't have all image planes in all the viewports, which is good. And now you have your image planes loaded, you're ready to start modeling.